Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today I'm doing a move out. And the story about this carpet is that it actually was cleaned a month ago, but the lady who was renting it, she wasn't happy with the results of the carpet cleaning job, and it sat empty for the last month. And she got a hold of us a week or two ago and said, "I want you to come and re-clean this carpet." So the carpet was cleaned, and then nobody has walked on it since then. And so she wanted to have it cleaned properly, so she called Oxy-Dry. And apparently the company that did it, they steam cleaned it. And I'll show you the rest in a sec, but interestingly enough, there was a brownish stain right here. And when she was showing me the house, she said, "And there's this big brown stain right here." And she says, "I don't know where it came from because it wasn't there before." And the guys who cleaned it said, "Oh, it must have come from below," and whatever, they made all kinds of excuses or whatever. But anyway, when I was pre-vacuuming, I put some Proxy on there, and well, it just disappeared within a few minutes. So okay. Anyway, we've got this room to do. You can see there's a few stains. They might be permanent stains anyway, who knows. But let's go over this way, I'll show you the rest. A very pronounced dark path going down the middle here. Now, some of this is going to be wear. This is basically a commercial grade, almost a semi-commercial grade, I guess, level loop, olefin. Almost a Berber. It isn't quite a Berber, but anyway, it has a very pronounced traffic highway going down here, which for carpet that was just cleaned, it doesn't look good. Did I mention that it took over a day to dry? She said she came in the next day and the carpet was still damp. So you know that's a minimum of 2 days for the carpet to dry, which is way too long anyway. Odd looking mark right there, color looking, when I put some Proxy on there as well. And a couple of other spots here and there, but got a creaky floor here. And then you can see the highway goes right into the master bedroom and into the bathroom here. Anyway, I don't know how old the carpet actually is, but it definitely is. It looks like it needs to be cleaned. So this is going to be interesting, because here I am cleaning carpet that was just cleaned. Nobody's been walking on it, and she wanted to have it cleaned. So let's do that. Now, I did boost with some Revive Rocket. I thought that we would benefit from the additional, well, it's got peroxide in it for one, as well as the citrus. So I thought that this would be a benefit. Plus it has the deodorizer in there. So let's see what happens. I did vacuum it all. I mean, I guess theoretically I didn't really have to, one could argue, because it was just clean, but I still vacuumed it anyway. I mean, I don't know how much they were, pulling up out of the carpet, and another vacuuming isn't going to hurt, that's for sure. It only took a few minutes. So of course this is the hog hair fiber pad. I'm going to close this blind here. Okay, that was the only light I had in here, but I can see pretty well with my headlamp, or my LED. It's actually looking a lot more even already, so I know that there will be an improvement to the appearance of the carpet. And it also, when I walked in the door, I did smell something. It had kind of a funky smell in here. I immediately thought the carpet was the source. Maybe it isn't, but I think it is. And the fact that it was definitely overwetted, well, that's going to be a problem. And I suspect the carpet wasn't looking good when it was clean initially. That traffic lane in the hallway there probably was pretty pronounced. But anyway, this area is looking much better already. Much more even and bright. And because of the kind of a funky smell that we got going on here, I actually have my ozone generator running, and I'm just pumping it into the air. And I can smell the ozone. It really does actually freshen the air pretty quick. It's not putting out a lot, but you can smell it. I think this thing puts out, I can't remember, that 0.04 or 0.08, something like that. It's better than your typical UV type. This has actually got a solid state generator. It uses a high voltage, how do I describe it now? It's got a stainless steel tube in it, and I can't remember. It's been so long since I thought about the ozone generators and everything, so because I don't use it anymore much. I used to. It was my thing way back in the beginning. I was all about injecting ozone into the water, which does do great things and everything, but I'm hearing the floor. That noise. It basically does the same thing like CO2 does, except it isn't as potent. So it has more limitation to it. Yeah, this is looking better already. Yeah, we might as well just zip into the closet a little bit. It's a narrow door. I'm not actually going quite up to the walls, as you probably are noticing. I'll do that with the Iron Man pad. This room is actually looking pretty good. Well, most of it was covered by the bed, of course, so that's never seen the light of day. I can't quite make it over to that corner. I'll have to reposition to get that corner. Anyway, let's head down this way again. Oh, here's an interesting thing to bear in mind. Those of you guys out there who are using Showercade, a little heads up, or whatever machine you're using. If you're putting products in your tank or in your pump upper that, and you're having the solution contacts your fittings, your brass fittings, you need to know that the peroxide is going to corrode the brass. And in fact, if you've maybe had something in your tank where you've had peroxide in it, in your gravity feed tank, and the next day you look in your tank, you'll notice the water is starting to change color, kind of go brownish or whatever. That's the peroxide in your solution corroding your brass fittings. So it's not that you can't use the peroxide. You certainly can, but don't leave it sitting in the tank. After you're finished with it, at the end of the day, dump out that tank and give it a rinse out whenever you run anything with peroxide. Just so you know, because it will eat and corrode away at your brass fittings. The other day, Roger, my friend, with his machines was having issues with his valves not shutting off properly. We brought him over and we're trying to figure out what was going on. I opened it up and his fittings were just on one tank in particular. It was just literally, it was falling apart. It was just all corroded. Most of the brass fittings were just corroded right away. So heads up. That is the only drawback, I guess you could say. And these valves are, Roger just ordered a couple of valves. And in Canada, the valves are about $115. But they last a very long time, I mean years. But nothing lasts forever. So we're motoring along pretty good, eh? This room actually didn't seem to have any marks in it at all, I don't think. You know, you can't see this, but I can. In the edges and corners, I can see, especially at the doorways, I can see quite a bit of dust. So, oops, I see something. So, oh wow, a pin. Ooh. The steam cleaner didn't pick up the dust and all around the edges, etc. Which I am not surprised. Anyway, so we're making it look better. And gonna make it smell fresh again. And I also noticed that they had not cleaned out this closet. When I vacuumed, there was a bunch of crap on the floor in here. And around the edges too. And there was a big stain right there, which I just took out. Okay, we'll go over this away. And I will do the Iron Man as a separate video. But anyway, that's the first step with the Oxy-Dry fiber pad. And already it looks a lot better already. Anyway, I'll let you go. So thank you for watching and have a good day.